and made a text. Wow. Sent a text and was like, all right, we got you. Literally 1 minute later, some dude comes by ready to take us. So we go down the stairs. So like basically we entered, like we were gonna go to our seats, and then we made a right, and then that was the line. And it was literally like in the concert, like in the venue. So where we were in a little corner, it was a corner, I'm not gonna lie. In the corner of the venue, we could still see the show. So Sammy was happening, and then finally Soulja Boy went on, and I was like, yo, like I forgot, because y'all know Soulja Boy, like he be wilding out. So nowadays, like people kind of just write him off, but like every song that came on, everybody just started dancing. All of us that was in line waiting for Pretty Ricky kept stepping out of line and just dancing. Like it was so lit. I was like, I forgot how many hits he had. Like he had a wave for a long time. So we were waiting for Pretty Ricky or whatever. Oh, let me do a disclaimer, right? If I leave anything out from Tara's video or vice versa, we did not make it up. We're just human. And then number two, like it was such an amazing night. So if we forget anything, no, we didn't make nothing up. We didn't make shit up. Anyway, so yeah, so we're waiting in line, just dancing or whatever, having a good time, and then finally they let us in. So I walk in. Oh, I had some of my hats like to give or whatever. So I walked in. So when you walk in, it's like there's like a table, then there's like a security dude, then all the cameras and all the management. So I'm just looking right here, and I'm talking to the dude like, where can I put the hat? And then I turn to my left, and it's Spec. And the only thing I got to say to them was, oh shit. And then like I jumped and hugged Spec and took the picture. Like that's how quick it was. It was like 1, 2, 3. But I was like, I'm mad. The only thing I could say was, oh shit. Because like, it was like you did not notice. Like I didn't expect them to be right the fuck there. And I was like, oh shit. And we took the picture. The picture was cute. And then after that, like went back to my seats. And I feel like when I got back to my seats, I can't remember. Tara, you have to correct me because I can't remember if what the hell, Lloyd or Yin Yang Twins, which one went before each other. But all I remember is Lloyd was getting it. Like last year he was getting it, but this year like he just seemed so much more happy. Like I don't know, like his stage presence was amazing. Like I was like, okay, Lloyd. And then he brought out DJ Cool. If y'all don't know who that is, popular DJ, especially like in the DMV area. So that was cool. And then, so I can't remember which one went first, but either way, they both rocked it. They both killed it. I do know though, one of the Yin Yang Twins, cause like where our seats were, you could see the side of the stage. You could see everything going on. The one with the hair, he was hurting. Like when he was getting off that stage, he could barely walk. And I was like, oh, you shouldn't be doing all that. No, see the thing is like Soulja Boy, we got pulled in like literally when Soulja Boy was about to be done. Like he started doing like newer stuff that like nobody knew. So it was like we didn't miss any of like the Soulja Boy stuff, like the stuff that we really know, unless you're a huge fan and you know every single Soulja Boy song. No, because literally as soon as I got back to my seat, it was the next person. It was like really at the end. So who was after that? Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky was lit. They did have some sound issues. I'm sure that wasn't their fault. But they kept going. Like you wouldn't, they didn't like stop the show or mess up the show or whatever. Like they kept going and doing their thing. And Spec did come out with the towel later. Yes, he did. Spec, I don't know what it is, but like I was just like, yes, Spec. I don't know. But so they had a couple of sound issues in the beginning, but they worked that out. And then when they did Body, you know, their new song, I was like, okay, like, it was really good. Of course, y'all know, if you've ever been to one of their shows, y'all know, like, they kill it with their dancers. Like, they put on a show. You know what I'm saying? So, Slickum blew me. Like, all of a sudden, I don't know what I was doing, but I was distracted, and I looked at the stage, and this man was laying back on the stage, like on a ramp, just with his hands in his pants, just like fondling himself. And me and my friend were like, for what? What is the purpose, Slickum? Like, you look like a creep. I don't know. I think Tara has a video of it or whatever. That I was just like, what the hell? Come on. But other than that, they killed it. Spec showed his booty, you know, when he like pulled down his little pants. That's pretty much all I really remember. One of my favorite parts though was when Pleasure came out and he did Under. The whole stadium was singing, and he sounds just like the record. Like, that's why even the hype man was like, don't he sound just like his records? Like, that man can sing his butt off. Then Ashanti. Y'all, when Ashanti came out on that throne, I was just like, oh my God. Like, my whole life got together real quick. Like, I'm not prepared for all the songs. Y'all, when Ashanti came out, I was like 10, I think. I'm 28. I think I was like 10 or 11. And my mom, I have a younger mom, and she bumped her, I bumped her. Like, I knew every song from front to back on her first album. Like, all that shit. So when she came out, it was just amazing. Every song, every single song, everybody was just in their feelings. I don't care if you're the happiest person in the world. You remember where you were at that time. And she was also letting people know, like, I can sing. Like, she was singing her ass off. Like, I was like, okay, Ashanti. Like, she was making sure that y'all knew. And then she even sang, oh, I don't want to spoil it. She sang a song that she originally wrote that she never got credit for. And she, like, made sure to let us know, like, she wrote that song. And there was one part of the show, though, I was a little like, And it was like one of my favorite songs she sang, but it got real weird with masks and weird shit. And yeah, I don't know. I was like, I didn't come here for no rituals. But anyways, other than that, like, she was bomb. And then when Lloyd came out for Southside, that was lit, because a lot of people were complaining that they didn't do Southside. So they must have listened to us and brought him out or whatever. And then after Ashanti, it was O. Y'all know O kills it every time. You know what I was shocked at, though? When he did Can You Hear Me, like, nobody was up or, like, singing and shit. Like, I know that shit from front to back, and I think it actually goes. Like, I was really surprised. But he killed it. Y'all know he killed it. What I did notice and what I appreciated is he was very, like, pro-melanated, strong black women in his shit. Like, all that graphics in the background of his show was, like, pictures of Gabrielle Union, Serena Williams, like, a bunch of different just beautiful, strong black women. And even his main girl that he was dancing with. I was like, I see you. Like, he was trying to put a message out there. I thought that was really, really cool. And then, wow, listen. So I'm going to be real. Back in the day, like, yes, the Scream Tour, you know who everybody was, okay? I was a Bow fan because I got kind of bullied into being a Bow fan. Like, everybody else, like, loved Bow Wow, but I kind of was more of a Lil Romeo fan. I don't even know why, to be honest, but all my friends that were like B2K stands with me, they loved Bow Wow. So yes, I knew all his music. I had his CDs or whatever, but I was never like, yo, like if this was just Bow Wow as a headliner, I wouldn't have came. But when I tell you, like, he lit that stage up so much, like, I am a new stan, like, for real. Like, he worked the whole stage. He threw in the crip walk. Like, you could just tell he was having a good time. He was passionate. Everybody in that stadium stood up. It didn't matter how old you were, male, female, whatever. Everybody was on their feet. And I just forgot. I was like, yo, like, even outside of what he came out with when he was little, like, even, like, back in the 2000s when he was doing, like, Out of My System and shit like that. Like, I forgot how many of his songs at that time period I actually knew and was like, those were my songs or whatever. So, I was just like, wow. Like, he was my favorite performance of the whole thing. And so, oh, and then they came out and they sang happy birthday to him after. So after O, so it's O Bow, and then they come out together. I'm sorry, y'all. When they did Let Me Hold You, I could not stop geeking because as soon as I thought of the meme, they just kept doing that shit. And I was like, please stop. But it was awesome. It was amazing. Also, when Bow did Like You, I was like, I ain't never had nobody show me all that. I had to get myself prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool because he was like shouting out Sierra a lot too. Like Sierra was also part of the women in the graphics or whatever. I thought that was cool. Like, no, you know, they're not beefing or whatever, but it's cool to see like he has mad respect for her or whatever. So then they sang happy birthday and then the show was over. So then I'm like, Lord, okay, this is gonna be the part that I know this is where the mess up's gonna happen because it's been too smooth. Like everything was way too smooth. So we come out, we go to where the booth was originally, and then I see Tara, and then they just tell us to get in line. And I was just like, what? Like, y'all didn't lose nobody? Nobody's like pushing each other. Nobody doesn't know what they're talking about. Like, it was just like wild. And they just made sure that we showed the badge. It didn't matter whose badge. And then they did punch a hole in O's laminate pass, so we can't be recycling them drinks like we did before. So we go in, and I'm hella confused. Oh yeah, they gave us a number too. So we go in, and I see like, not even a lot. I would probably say it was like 85 people. But like, everyone was sitting down in chairs. They had like little bar table things. And I was like, okay. It was very calm, very reserved. Like, nobody was pushing each other. Nobody was acting a fool. So then Omarion came out. Oh, Omarion. That man. He's just amazing. He was like regulating. I was like, okay. He was telling us what to do. But then he had someone else come after him and say the same exact thing. I was like, okay. Basically, he was like, y'all got a number. We'll call your number in groups. And then y'all can line up and do the thing. But the thing was, like, where we were sitting, you could see the chairs and the little, whatever that's called, rope, whatever, I don't fucking know. But, like, we were able to literally sit right there and see them. So it's like while you were waiting for the other people in seats, like comfortably, even though my body was jacked up, like I danced. I didn't sit down until the very, very, very end. And that's because I have some knee issues right now, but that's another story. But yeah, so like they came out and for some reason me and Tara were standing. I don't even know why. Oh, no, because she saw DJ. No. Why the fuck were we standing? I don't know. So O and Bow came in and I hear Tara, like her loud out, she's like, hey, this fool looked directly at her and smiled and cheesed and like said what's up. And I was like, ew, y'all little cheesy ass smiles. I was hating, I'm not gonna lie. Because it was like directly like, and again, you're like this close. And I was like, but anyways, So yeah, we got to sit and watch them. Even before they started calling people up, they were kind of like getting themselves together. And I was trying to sneak little videos, and I got one about, like, I caught him look right at me. It's like 1 second long. I'll post it. I was like, okay. So then finally they called us up. Y'all, like, I don't know what was wrong with me this meet and greet. The last 2 meet and greets, so last year I went to Baltimore and I went to Vegas. Like, I was able to form sentences with context. Like, this time, I don't even know. So we go up. So Tara's 69, I'm 70, and then my friend is 71. So I am hating because what the fuck? Gosh. It's like, no. So Tara, okay, so it's Tara, me, and my friend. And then there's this wall closet thing with a curtain. And then the guys are like right in front of us or whatever. And Orion was behind a closet curtain. I don't know why. Like, he kept disappearing. Like, he would come out, say something, go back in. Then you wouldn't see him. Then he'd be over there, then be over there. But like, he was like never like right where you could catch him. So the whole time Tara's like, where the fuck is Omarion? Where the fuck is Omarion? So right when she goes up, no. I'm looking at Tara, and my friend peeps Orion pop his head out, and she's like, Janice, he's right there, because I wanted to give him my hat. So he like popped his head back in when she said that, and I was like, God damn it. Ugh. And then Tara went, and I'm over here staring at her because she's having like a whole 5-minute conversation, and they touching her hands and shit and her nails, and I'm like, okay. And then like, oh, he's like, hey, did you get her nails? And then like his videographer and photographer came up and actually zoomed in on that or whatever. But like, it was funny because he made sure, like, it was like almost like a, are you doing your job, bruh? Like, you need to catch these things, but like in a nice way. So I'm like all paying attention to that. And then Orion puts his head back out. And then my friend taps me again. And then I was like, Orion. I was like, I've been trying to give you this hat. And he was like, and he took the hat, went back in the closet. I call it a shower curtain because it really looked like, every time he peeked out, it looked like he was like peeking out for his towel or something. So yeah, so then he pops back out. And he's like, you gave me a shirt last year, right? And I was like, nah, I don't think I was able to get you yours. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I got it. It was like airbrush. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't me. It's okay, though, because maybe it'll make him think that it was the same person, so he'll keep the hat. I don't know. I mean, it was really ironic because he was the only one I didn't get one to last year. So that's so funny. And then he popped his ass back in the damn curtain closet. Whatever, shower. So then it's my turn. Dog. So first of all, I go up to them like literally at the same time, and I hand them the hats. And I'm like, this is my business. And Bao goes, oh, okay. He was like, I support Black-owned businesses. Y'all, why did I go, I'm only half-breed, does that count? Who the fuck says some dumbass shit like that? Why would I say some dumbass shit like that? That was so fucking stupid. Like, I was like, did I really just fucking say that dumbass shit? Anyway, and then he was like, oh, nah, you good? And then he tells his security dude, he's like, hold on to that, please. And he did that with like this other gift somebody gave him. It was, I don't know what she gave him, but it looked pretty nice. And I was like, of all the fuck things to say, why the fuck did I say that dumbass shit? But whatever. So then, and then I pretty much, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't even like talk to O. Like, I kind of ignored him. So then I turned and I gave O a hug, and I was like, thank you so much. Y'all killed it. And then he was like, oh, what the fuck did he say? He was like, thank you. And then he gave me another hug. And then I turned to Bow Wow and I told him happy birthday. I did not plan to say that shit. Like, I don't know where the fuck I was that night in life, because I was not on earth. So he was like, thank you. And then I went in to give like the hugs to both of them or whatever, to pose. And I didn't realize how close we were. I'm so happy with my photo. It looks so nice. Even though I like said the dumbest shit ever, it was so nice. But yeah, like, and then like they just like rushed us out after that. Like, as soon as you took the picture, they was like, let's go. And they had the nerve to ask me and Tara, could we help some girl that didn't know what she had to do for the photo or something. Like, she was like, does she have to wait, or does it get posted or whatever? And she's like, can you help her? I'm like, thinking to myself, bitch, you just rushed me out of here, but I'll help her. Yes, Tara began like 72 hugs. Oh, and then Tara's loud ass, I remember when she went up there, she was like, or no, I think it's when she was leaving, she was like, you smell so good, or you smell really good. What else? Oh, you know, I forgot. When we were chilling, DJ Just was literally walking around like this, just like coming up to people saying what's up, taking pictures. And then Tara went over there, and I guess, I don't know who the girl was, but she seemed like she knew him really well, like introduced Tara so she could get her pic. But, and you know, that's funny. Like, I was nervous, don't get me wrong, but it was like, for some reason, like in Vegas, like that shit went so much differently. Like, in Vegas, I went up to Fizz, gave him a hat, told him, and like he smiled. I don't know what the hell I said to Bug. Oh, I told him I didn't have a shirt from him, that I gave it to Shelby, and he looked blown at me. And then when I went to and I told him like I had a shirt, he was like, oh, okay. He like spread it out and everything. Like, I didn't say anything dumb. I don't know what it was. Maybe like subconsciously, because I know how big of a fan everybody was of Bow Wow. I just didn't know, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think if anything else happened. I don't know, but all I have to say is just like that shit went so smooth. Even at the end of the night when we walked out the door, I was like, this feels so suspect. Like, why did this go so smoothly? Like, I didn't have any issues with anything, and last year was so many issues. And like, the meet and greet was still kind of like the after party vibe, but just more like a kickback. You know, I mean, it'd be nice if they came and mingled in the crowd more or whatever, but I mean, it was cool because they had the DJ, you know, like you really got to chill for a second, and they weren't extra pressed when you actually went up to talk to them. Like, we had time. It's just my dumb ass don't know what to do with her time. I just ramble, quick shit, and run. But it was really, really cool. And I think probably like the people who, you know, were last probably got a little more extra time, which is cool or whatever. But I just liked it so much more this year. You know, it was just way more organized. I don't know what team changed. I don't know. The only thing I would suggest is that for this year, like, I don't think they should kick out people so quick. Like, I think they should let people stay till the end. I mean, they know we're not going to be able to bombard them or anything dumb. Just so we can vibe out until it's finished, you know? I don't know. But, you know, we always got to complain for something. But it was bomb. And I want to go again. And I'm counting down till May 23rd. Like, I really hope they figure this shit out. I'm over it. Because I want to see them again. And I want to get my pic with Omarion. Like, I'm so mad I could not get a pic with him. Like, and last year, I just remember he was promoting that shit more. They were promoting that shit after every performance, like the meet and greets. And they weren't doing that shit this year. So it was hard to catch him in the hallway. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the comments because I was rambling. But yeah, it was so bomb. Anybody have any questions? Baltimore. I'm gonna need them to slow this shit down so we can go to Baltimore, man. I gotta get my pick with Omarion. Cause last year in Baltimore, I didn't even sit in my seats. I just sat like near where the after party was gonna be, and he was just out chilling, and we even had like a slight convo. He was like, I asked him his sign. He was like Aquarius. I told him it was a Leo, and he was like, oh, Leo is my moon sign, and we started talking about astrology. And then my dumbass. So here's my problem, right? I have this phobia, or not even this phobia, but I always feel like when I meet a celebrity or whatever that like I don't want to be in their face. So they'll still be talking to me like and not seeming like they're annoyed, but in my head, like I told myself like they don't want to fucking talk to you this long, and I'll just rush it and go. I need to chill with that. I don't know why I do that shit. I just know, like, I just feel like everybody always be in their face, so I don't be trying to be pressed. But that happened like with Raz last year. Like, he was talking to me and Tara. Tara asked him like if it was his voice in the Where Did We Go Wrong song, like in the first verse. And we were like talking to him for a second, and then again my dumbass was like, okay, well, we're about to leave. Like me and my other friend, not Tara. And I was like, why did I do that? He looked like he was cool to chill. Like I'm sure if he was ready to go, he would have went. I'll work on it, y'all. I'll work on it in Baltimore. But that was my experience. I just wanted to share it, and I highly suggest, if you're a fan, to do the meet and greet. At least for Owen Bow. Pretty Ricky. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. That shit was so rushed. And it was just, they were in a hallway. It was wild. So I'm not going to get that one again for Baltimore. I'm going to get Owen Bow. Thinking maybe Ashanti. But then again, I don't know, because I don't know what voodoo and shit. I don't know. I just know I'm going to do Owen Bow for sure. And I would highly suggest giving it another chance if you're an Owen Bow fan, because they definitely redeemed themselves this year. There was like no guesswork. Yeah, like I be feeling like I don't want to be in their face too long. And the whole time they're like, I guess I just got to stay until they be like, all right, well, been real. So yeah, I'm gonna save this for anybody who cares. I kind of want to do Lloyd too. Here's the thing, I kind of wanted to do Sammy, because I heard that he calls himself Young Lion, and hello, that's my brand. I was gonna give him a hat. But in one show they said that they weren't allowing him gifts, but then I just saw in his video that he posted for one of the other shows that this girl was allowed to give him a necklace she got him. So I'm conflicted on if I want to do that or not. But yeah, I think I might do Lloyd. His vibe just seems lovely. Like I love, like the thing I love about O and Omarion is like their vibes are just everything. So I think I might do Lloyd, because he killed it on stage. He just be jamming, bruh. Yeah, no, I didn't meet Sammy. You know what's wild, right? So I remember Sammy, obviously. I wasn't a big old Sammy fan, but one of my favorite songs by him was Come With Me. And so I teach dance fitness. It's called Mix Fit. And like, there was this one song that we always did, and I always loved the song, Bad Gal. And I was like, who sings this song? And the teacher was like, Sammy. And I was like, Sammy? Sammy? And that's like one of my favorite songs now. If y'all haven't heard it, Bad Gal, Sammy. It has a little reggae, Afrobeat vibe to it. That's one of my songs. So I don't know. Lloyd and Bow, I think I'm gonna stamp that one. If I can get my coins correct. But now that it's rescheduled, I should be able to do that. So, but that's it, y'all. I'm about to go lay my ass down somewhere and quarantine myself inside, because I ain't trying to get sick. Oops. Alright then.